Hello again from my front porch. It's a little bit of a brisk start to the morning here in Iowa. We actually even had a little layer of frost on the ground. That seems to indicate that fall is finally here, yes indeed, which is of course why I'm wearing my pumpkin-y shirt too. And I gotta just put in a plug. This pumpkin-y shirt, this was a shirt that I rarely used to wear when I was heavier. And when I would wear it, I would only wear it with a coat and preferably with a tie, because I needed to cover up the fact that the buttons were just barely holding, that, you know, they were doing that whole just pulling thing. And now I've got this thing tucked in because it's got all this all this extra room. And I still have these experiences where I put on something like this and it just blows my mind that, wait a minute, I remember this shirt being much tighter. What happened? Oh, that's right, 50 pounds. Yeah. So that's a good thing, yeah. Anyway, so on this brisk morning, I also am lamenting that I did not win the lottery, the big Mega Millions lottery. Now, to be fair, I don't actually normally play the lottery either. You know, used to be that slogan, you can't win if you don't play. Well, I'm more of the believer of you can't lose if you don't play. But anyway, I was getting gas yesterday, and as I'm checking out, the clerk at the gas station says, and you know, do you want Mega Million tickets too? Because I'm guessing everybody coming in has been asking for it. I was probably the only person going in there that wasn't asking for one. So I stood there and I thought for a minute, I thought, yeah, why not? You never know. And so I bought two sets of numbers on my ticket. And so there was my ticket, yay. However, out of those two sets of numbers, I matched one. You know, I knew when I bought. In fact, I even made the joking comment to the clerk. I said, well, you know, there you go. There's my $4 for somebody else to enjoy. But you know, really, I think about all the people that, I mean, spend serious money on that kind of stuff, like and not just like when it's a huge history-making number like it was last night, but and in fact, I haven't even watched the news this morning. I don't know if it's been reported, if anybody won it, if any groups of people, anything. I don't know, but I just know that last night was a history-breaking number, and it's like, you know, maybe I'll buy one, sure, you know, yeah. But there are people who every single time spend tons of money because they're convinced this is the one that's going to get me, and that saddens me a bit, because a lot of times those people really shouldn't be spending that money. But I digress. Oh, no, I don't really digress a lot. That kind of goes with the main point of what I'm wanting to emphasize here. You know, we talk about why doing things like playing the lottery is silly, because it's a gamble, because, you know, the odds of you winning are so small and all this kind of stuff. And of course, the bigger the jackpot gets like that and the more people buy, the smaller your odds become even then. But people still buy the tickets because there's this sense of hope, this dream that this is going to be the ticket that's going to do it. And I saw somebody post something that I then shared also on Facebook that really connected that concept of why we buy lottery tickets, even though we know the odds are stacked incredibly against us, but connected that concept to something far more important, in my opinion, and that we actually can have far more of an impact on. And so I wanted to share with you what the post was, and so I have it here, and that was, you bought a lottery ticket, eh? See, yeah? You bought a lottery ticket, eh? Rushed out there and grabbed one in hopes it could make your life better. Well, you know, yeah, there's some fun things I could do with that, I suppose. Some really important things that could help a lot of people. Sure, yeah. Even though your ticket might not win, might is a stretch. I knew it wouldn't win. Even though your one ticket might not win, you did it anyway because it's worth a shot, right? Right. That's why all of us rush out there and buy these things. And then this message ends with, so, did you vote? Whew. Let me read that to you again, just to make sure you got that. You bought a lottery ticket, huh? rushed out there and grabbed one in hopes it would make your life better. Even though the one ticket might not win, you did it anyway because it's worth a shot, right? So, did you vote? See, we know that there are millions of, especially with the amount that it was this last week, or the last night here, we know that there are millions and millions of people buying these tickets. Now, we don't know exactly how many people because, you know, again, some people go and buy multiples. I mean, I got 2 right here. But some people go in and buy multiples. There are people who, like my house guest, her workplace, they pooled money together and bought a whole bunch of tickets so that, you know, they have a shot at getting the money and then splitting amongst themselves. And there are a lot of workplaces that do that. And so it's impossible to know exactly how many individual people have bought lottery tickets. However, we just know that there are hundreds of millions that are, especially for a jackpot like it was last night. Imagine if those people also understood the value of their vote and that their vote actually stood a bigger chance of making a difference and having an impact than buying the lottery ticket did. Because it really does. Even when we sit back and say, well, it doesn't matter what I vote. It doesn't matter, you know, if I vote or not. My one vote won't make a difference. Actually, yes, it can. Not only can your one vote make a difference, but so can yours and yours and yours and yours and yours and yours. The point being, there are situations where one vote does indeed make a difference. But if everyone who didn't vote because they were individually convinced my vote doesn't matter were actually to vote, if all of those individual people voted, it would make a huge difference. Just saying. And the reality is, increasingly, you don't have to just limit yourself to one of the 2 monolithic parties either. There are other candidates that you can choose from that you don't have to sell your soul to the Republicans or the Democrats. And so, you know, I would encourage you to, you know, consider whether that's an option for you as well. But regardless, when you vote, there's no guarantee that what you vote for, that who you vote for is going to win. It is a gamble. But it's still not as great a gamble as this. The odds of you winning in an election are much greater than your odds of winning in a lottery. However, if I buy this lottery ticket and I don't win, doesn't mean anything. I'm out $4. That's it. But if you vote or you don't vote, either way, and the wrong individuals wind up taking office, that could wind up costing you and me and everybody else a whole lot more than $4. It can have serious repercussions today, tomorrow, even for generations to come. So, whether or not you buy a lottery ticket because you think it's too big of a gamble doesn't matter. I mean, that's okay. You don't have to. I don't judge either way. It's fine. But even if you think voting is a gamble, I encourage you to do that one. Go for it. That is something where you can't win if you don't play. And with that, I'll see you next time from my front porch.